Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner, or at least I used to be. 'Cause now a wildfire is raging deep inside, and my heartstrings are pulling like the tide.
Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And we hope everyone is doing great today. This is our Sunday chat for April the 13th of 2025. And believe it or not, next Sunday will be Easter Sunday, Marie. It's getting here quick, isn't it?
It is.
We are having absolutely beautiful sunshine today.
And I got a really pretty happy Easter card this week. And I got it from Teresa and Madison. And they live in Madison, Tennessee. And so thank you very much for it.
Okay, so we're doing our Sunday chat inside today because it's cold outside. I think it's 45 right now, and that's just a little too chilly for us to be outside sitting. But hopefully by next week or so, we'll be able to get back outside because we enjoy doing our Sunday chats outside, didn't we, Marie?
Yeah, sorry I broke in, but since you was talking about Easter, I thought it would be a good time to show the Easter card.
That's perfect time. Okay, Marie, we'll go ahead and do our devotion first. And this week, the devotion is on John 3:20, and it's entitled, What Are You Hiding? That's a good title, Marie.
That's what our devotion is entitled today. It says, What are you hiding? And then John 3:20 says, Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed. And that was what Calvin said, John 3:20. And down here at the bottom, it says 1 John 2:8. I'm writing you a new command. Its truth is seen in him and in you, because the darkness is passing and the true light is already shining. And that's what God's Word does too. When we read His Word, it exposes the darkness sometimes that we have in us. And so sometimes when you've done a few bad things that you're ashamed of, you don't want to even go to church, or you don't want to listen to the Word of God, because if you're really been born again, God's going to point it out to you and you're going to get it right between you and Him. And it says, so what are you hiding? Like I said, that's today's devotion. If you do things that you hope no one finds out about, you will definitely want to stick to dark rooms, dark streets, dark corners, and places where your behavior will be secret and hidden. That means you will be trying to hide things from Jesus. He is the true light, so being close to Him will expose those things you've been trying to hide. What are you hiding? Confess it and let it go and come into the light. And that's really true. When you've got some sin in your life, it just blocks your prayers and everything else that you concerning your Christian life. So when we come clean with God, and we just feel His love and His light, and everything's so much better, because you can't hide nothing from God. He knows everything. Okay,
Amen. Kevin? Okay, and so also with the devotion, we like to tell everyone to be sure and pray for everyone that's in the Purple Prayer Book.
Yes.
And the Purple Prayer Book is so full of so many requests. And Marie's at the very end of the book, so she's fixing how to start using her other book.
Yeah, one of our subscribers gave us a notebook, and I hadn't started using it, but I thought that would be a good book to use.
Use next. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a few more. I still got a pretty good bit of pages in this one
Oh,
before.
okay. You got more than I thought you had there.
This one right here is falling out of it.
But y'all remember everyone that's in the Purple Prayer Book. And then I just read about this early this morning, but this is going to be a special prayer request for, I believe the person's name is Josh Sullivan. And he's a preacher, and he's from the East Tennessee area. And he's down in South Africa with his family. He has a wife and 2 or 3 children. I forget how many children. But they are down there on a missionary trip. And he was preaching in one of the congregations down there in South Africa. And some men came in and kidnapped him. And they're holding him for ransom, just trying to get money. So everyone say a special prayer for this situation. And let's pray that this will be resolved and that he'll be safe and he'll be released back to his family. The more prayers we get, the better, God, he listens to our prayers and the better chances he'll have.
Yeah, so y'all please remember the Sullivan family in South Africa.
Okay. Marie, I didn't have that wrote down, but it was on my mind. I wanted to mention that. Okay.
Well, I had heard the same thing this morning, and so, it's definitely...
It's disturbing, and one reason it really hits close to us, Marie's brother, as you know, is a pastor, and he's a pastor at First Baptist Church of Murphy, North Carolina. And her brother has been to Africa on several missionary trips, and so, we always worry every time he goes down because you never know what's going to happen. And he loves to go down there. He can talk about it forever. Okay, Marie, I want to mention this to everyone because it's very important. Our merchandise store, it will be closing tomorrow. So if you have not ordered your merchandise, shirts or hats or aprons, if you want to order, go in there and order now. You've got all day today, and you'll have tomorrow until 12 o'clock tomorrow night to place an order. Once it closes, you will not be able to order, and we probably will not have the store open again until it'll probably be about fall before we do it again. I'm thinking I'll talk to Kim. Kim helps me with all that. And she gives me advice as to when would be a good time to do it. But everything that's ordered, it will be shipped by April the 30th. So if you want to place an order, go in there and place your order. I'll leave a link to the store in the description below the video. Marie, this last week, we have had our share of stormy weather. It has been raining. It's been windy, it's been lightning and rolling thunder, and we've had floods. Now,
and thank God our house is still here.
The floods have not been as bad for us as they are in some of the other places, but we did take a drive around and we did a little video and showed some of the flood waters here. But you and I rode by the river yesterday, and the way the rivers work, they'll continue to rise for several days, and they're pretty high right now, so I hope they don't rise anymore.
Yeah.
Our rosebuds or our rose bushes, I noticed that we got a lot of buds, but our rose bushes are in a very shady area, so they don't get a lot of sunshine, so they hadn't bloomed yet. But we've got one bud that's almost open. It's about halfway open today.
I guess they liked all this rain.
I'm sure they did, and they'll love the heat once it warms up and gets above 70. And if it'll stay above maybe, say, 60 at nighttime, they'll really start doing good.
Yeah.
But so as soon as they do bloom, I'll get some good pictures of those roses. Okay, now, our brother Gerald, he's doing real good. We've been going over to the nursing home and visiting with him, and he is just doing great. I'm so proud of how good he's doing right now. And our daughter Cynthia went by and visited with him the day before yesterday, I believe, and she said when she went in, he was sitting in there eating a honey bun. And someone had got him a honey bun, and she said he sure was enjoying it. But we appreciate everyone praying for my brother Gerald.
Yes.
As far as health goes, I'm doing pretty good right now. I need to lose a couple of pounds. I'm eating a little bit more than I should. And you was talking about what are you hiding, Marie? I think I've been hiding a couple of little sweets and things that I've been eating, and it's making me gain weight.
He thinks he's been hiding it, but I can see the product going down in the boxes.
you know what's going on, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I just don't do it in the open.
It's not that I'm the food police or anything like that. It's just that I know that sometimes some of that stuff is not very good for him.
Yeah. Well, the main reason that I was staying away from sweets is to try to keep my blood sugar down. And my blood sugar, when I do eat sweets, it has a tendency to make me sleepy real bad. But here lately, it has not been bothering me, has it, Marie? Not as bad. So I'm hoping that my A1C numbers are going to be a little bit lower next time I go to the doctor. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
But
the sugar bothers him in a different way than it does me. It just causes inflammation in my body, and when I have a lot of inflammation, then that's when I have trouble walking. So even though I'm not diabetic, the sugar still bothers me, but I really don't. I eat in moderation, but I must not eat in enough moderation or I wouldn't have this problem.
And then, Marie, the only thing health-wise, the biggest thing that's been bothering you lately is the pollen.
Yes.
And it bothers me too. I'm not going to say I'm completely immune from it, but it don't bother me as bad as it does you. Okay, Marie, last Saturday, after we had recorded our Sunday chat, we went and met Cynthia and the girls, and we had a little picnic over at Midway Park.
And boy, was it windy. We had to hold on to our hats for sure. It seems like every time you go on a picnic, that's what you'll face. A lot of wind, or it'll rain, or the bees will bother you, but the wind was really rough. There was some people right down from us at the picnic tables also. It has a little shelter over it. They were having such a hard time because they were getting ready for a birthday party. They were blowing up balloons. Those balloons were going everywhere. They even came up there where we were and popped. But anyway, we had a fun time, didn't we?
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
With the girls there.
And Addison, she just loved it. And little Avery, she's getting where she loves going to the park too.
Right.
Okay, Marie, next thing I got wrote down here, I wanted to ask everyone. It's been a while since we did a question and answer video. And would you like for us to do another question and answer video? And I think we could do one pretty soon, don't you, Marie?
Yeah.
And so we got a lot of questions that people's been asking over the last few months. And I can cover some of those. But if you got a specific question that you want to ask Marie and I, feel free to go ahead and ask it, put it in the comments today. And I'll write those down, and we'll go over as many questions as we can, won't we?
Right.
And the thing is, what are you hiding? We won't hide anything, will we, Marie?
No.
We'll tell you everything. Well, there may be some things we won't answer, but we'll answer most of your questions. Okay. Friday night, Kim had her birthday dinner at Red Lobster. And that was so much fun. I'm not sure how many people was there, but I think there was about 30 people or more there. And we really enjoyed it and had a great time at Kim's birthday dinner. I did take some pictures, and I did take a little bit of video. And so I'll put all of that at the very end of this Sunday chat. So if you want to see some of that, you can watch that. A couple of people have asked the question, about Kim's channel. And Kim is just so busy. She does have 2 little girls that just keep her going constantly. And she has just recently decided to go back to work on a part-time basis. So she is working part-time. And anyway, she's so busy, she don't have time to do videos. And she was telling me, she said, Pops, she calls me Pops. She said, the problem I'm having right now, said Avery is very clingy. And whenever Kim's there, Avery wants her either holding her or paying attention to her. And she said, if I try to record, said it's hard to record when you're having to hold on to a baby at the same time. And so, but she did say just as soon as Avery outgrows this stage, she's about 1 year and 3 months old, I think, right now. So it'd be, 15 months? But she said as soon as Avery outgrows this stage and gets more like Addison, where she don't have to pay her so much attention constantly, that she will get back to making videos again. So for everyone that's been watching her channel, we appreciate you watching her channel, and she will be doing some videos, and she won't mind me sharing these pictures of her birthday dinner. At least I hope she don't. Okay. Marie, I've already mentioned that you've been having a lot of problems with the allergies, and y'all may have noticed on the cooking videos last week, I made the cooking video, and we do have a video planned for Monday night, and we were planning on doing it together on the cooking. But if Marie's too tired, then I'll just do the cooking by myself, because I don't want her to push herself too much.
Yeah, when my blood pressure is not low, I don't have any trouble at all making videos, but my bottom number has been being really low, and my top number hasn't been being that high either. It's been kind of low too, so when I'm experiencing that, it's hard for me to have the stamina to come in here and do a video.
Yeah.
And so, but as soon as my blood pressure gets at a normal level and everything, then I am more hydrated and everything, and then I can get in here and do some videos.
Yes.
But I may come in here and help you out. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, just, if you feel like it, fine. If not, we'll do it otherwise.
Yeah.
And she is drinking one of her drinks. She constantly drinks these drinks that have got the electrolytes in it to help her to rehydrate. Now, this particular drink, Marie, I think you just put lemon juice and salt in it, didn't you? So she mixed this one up her own self, but it definitely helps her. And so y'all continue to pray for her that she gets feeling better. Okay, Marie, I hear an airplane going over.
Yeah.
We do live in a flight path where a lot of airplanes fly over going toward the Atlanta area. So we hear airplanes quite often, don't we?
Yeah, but it's not anything that really is a problem. It's not. We do hear them, but it's not like living right next to the airport.
No. And what we just heard is a small airplane flying over. The bigger jets, they're so high we don't hear them. Okay, on our videos last week, Marie, we did a total of 6 videos.
Yeah.
And the first one we did last week was our Sunday chat, and we did that at Gilbreth Park, and the title of it was True Rest. And so I will put you, if you want me to, I'll put a link in our description below, and you can click on that link and go watch that video if you missed it and didn't get to see it last week. Okay, our second video we did last week was taco rice. And I don't remember exactly where we found that recipe, but it looked so good I had to try it. And it turned out very good.
Yes, it was good.
Very tasty and flavorful, and the ground beef in it just made it really that much better, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, the third video we did, we talked about the rains and the floods, and we showed pictures from the picnic at Midway Park. And like we said before, that was a lot of fun that day. We were tired. When we came home, we had to take a nap, didn't we? It don't take much to get us tired. Okay, the fourth video we did was the video we went to Sam's Club shopping, and we did pick up a window air conditioning unit on that trip. And that was a fun trip. Now, the window air conditioner, I still have it sitting out in the carport, and it'll probably be another week or 2 before we put it in there. But we won't need it till it starts to get pretty hot.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go ahead and pick it up now while, number one, it's available, and number two, before prices may go up on them because there's a very good possibility that the prices are going to go way up on small appliances and things like that come from China, especially. So, to us, that was a way of prepping just a little bit, save some money, buy it now. Okay, the next video we did was the strawberry pie video, and that was a copycat Shoney's recipe, and that's actually a pie that Marie had made. I think you made that 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, but it was a very delicious recipe, and that's the one that, getting those strawberry pies to set up correctly is hard, and the first one did not set up exactly like it should have, so Marie made some adjustments to the recipe and made a second one right there on the spot, and it set up good, didn't it, Marie?
Yeah, it called for more water than what it really should have called for. Sometimes recipes, they just mess up the ingredients.
Yeah, and sometimes just depending on, different circumstances, you have to make adjustments to make it work good for you.
And when we cut down on the water, it turned out great.
It did. And I do that all the time when I'm making something. If I see it looks too dry, I'll add more liquid to it or vice versa.
Yeah.
But, okay, and the next video we did was our What's for Dinner recipe video. And on that one, we had sausage and potatoes, carrots, green peas, and we had peaches and whipped cream with strawberry, with a cherry on top. And that was a video that we'd made about 2 years ago. And we've never shared any of our What's for Dinner videos on a throwback video. And so that was good to be able to share that one. And I may share some more of the What's for Dinners because those are some real good videos. But talking about cooking and adjusting recipes, now I don't know how many of you are like this, but me personally, because I worked out in the field all the time, I was a constantly working person. But since I've retired and I've got into cooking just a little bit, I've discovered that I absolutely love to cook. And now Marie,
I love to cook when I'm not exhausted.
Marie is she's type person. She'll have a recipe and she'll follow it to the T.
Most of the time.
And it turns out great. But I'm the type person that I just love to cook, and I don't mind changing a recipe and throwing something in different. And a lot of times Maria will be saying, now I'm talking about stuff when y'all don't see this on video. She'll say, why are you adding that to I said, I thought it sounded good. But I've made some good little meals throwing things together like that.
You're really a good cook for, I'm not going to say for men because we have a lot of good men out there that are great cooks. So, men, they like to cook too.
Well, I was going to say, I enjoy cooking and I enjoy changing the recipe up and making it more my own.
Yeah. Well, I do that too, occasionally and all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't strictly go by the book, but there's some things you have to because the recipe just not going to come out right if you don't.
Yeah, Marie's always told me if you're baking, you better follow the recipe like you're supposed to.
Right.
But when you're doing all these casseroles and skillet meals, you can change them up all you want.
Right.
And the one we're going to be doing for Monday night, definitely, this is something we make quite often, and definitely I'm changing it up this time. I think you'll enjoy what it's going to be, and I think you'll enjoy how we're going to put it together. Okay, Marie, we have covered everything that I had written down for today's Sunday chat. And do you have anything else that you'd like to talk about? Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Usually when we get through, we say, oh, we forgot to tell you this.
Just for everyone to remember everyone in the Purple Prayer Book, and just, remember them because some of the families are grieving right now. Some of the people in here have passed away and stuff, so y'all just remember the families in prayer. And that's about all I have to say, Calvin.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just had something on my mind because I get...
Wait, one more thing.
Okay.
Please remember the Sullivan family the pastor that was in South Africa that got kidnapped for ransom. Please remember him and their family. Sorry, Calvin.
No, it's okay. I just had on my mind because we have several people in the prayer book that had the same cancer I had. And we've had communications with them and back and forth. And each one of those cases is very special to me, close to my heart. And I pray for them so dearly. And, you know, I just want you to know we really care about you and we're thinking about you. Okay, Marie, that's all I got.
Okay. So I guess we're going to close our video out now. And so we hope that everyone has a great weekend. And so y'all do what you love and love what you do. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Here they come. Marie, give me a smile. Turn around, baby. Give me a smile. Okay, there she is. She hadn't seen us yet. There she comes. She sees me.
Hey, Abby girl. Hey. She's really cute. I love it. Especially with that pretty dress on.
Hey, Avery. Hi. Avery. She don't know where she's at. Avery. There you go. She looked.
Let's sing happy
To
birthday.
you. Happy birthday, dear Kim. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
I wouldn't say she's a clean eater, but as soon as I do, she'll be like, "Is this gonna hurt?" Is that cake good, Aves? Yeah. Yummy.
Hey, I got one right here. Look. Yeah.
What are those people up there? Ew, a mouse? Do you like a mouse? I don't like a mouse either.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see. Understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see.